Jasmyne and Vince.
The Jasmyne Show.
The Jasmyne Vince.
What is going on? It's a brand new episode of the Jasmyne Show. I'm Jazz.
And I guess I am Vince, even though somebody's pretending to be me right now. Happy to be back with you for another episode of the Jasmyne Show, talking about the good old. It was a muscle reflex.
Intro.
No, it was great. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I loved it. 90 Day Fiancé, Love in Paradise, the Caribbean. The next episode, the saga continues. The marathon. There's so many different names that go along with it, but we're here to talk about my girl Lidia, yo. That's all I really care about. Let's get into discussing these couples. Is there any couple that you wanted to start with by chance?
I'll let you lead the way.
Jasmyne, of course, we began with, well, I don't even know if we began. I do have April and VaLentine who joined us for this episode, but I think we might have started with Juan and Jessica. Does that sound familiar?
He's a cheetah.
Is
a charlatan.
Is he a cheater? He's definitely a charlatan. But is he a cheater? I can't really tell. Definitely with some flirting going on. If he's a bartender, right?
Yes, he's a bartender on a cruise ship.
Come on, it's definitely some suspect behavior. We still trying to figure out how the girl found your girl's baby mama's Instagram or Facebook or whatever.
It's very suspicious because she said 3 months ago the girl slid in her DMs, I guess, and messaged her like, oh, she had hooked up with Juan. But then apparently she's 2 months pregnant. So what you're telling me is after he supposedly got caught maybe cheating and you confronted him, you gave him some cookies after that and got pregnant.
Cookies?
That's a little goofy. I feel like if somebody called me and said, oh, your man was hooked up with me, your man is not getting no cookies. You don't get no cookies until you prove that you are not doing the things you're doing.
Right.
So his intro, if I remember correctly, he was saying that his job is literally to flirt with women.
I gets cookies. That's what his
He didn't say he gets cookies, but he didn't say it, but he did say that he flirts with a lot of women.
I makes drinks and I gets cookies. That's what he does. It's unfortunate.
Okay, babe, go for it.
No, I think everybody, even in the pillow talk, was like, "Oh no, Juan, why would you do?" It seems a little suspect though, especially since what's her name? Her friend, Jessica's friend.
I think that's her sister or something.
Sister was like, "Look, I ain't want to have to come up in here and, you know what I'm saying, have to put the smack down on somebody." And also, has it been proven that he's cheated before?
No, the friend said to her knowledge that's the only thing she knows about. But it seemed like they've been dating for a while, maybe at least a year.
We're gonna find out.
And they've been back and forth. So like, I don't want to say like, I don't want to generalize that he works on a cruise ship, so he's not trustworthy. But he about to be on a cruise for 6 months.
Seems a little untrustworthy. I don't know anything else about Juan and Jessica because I'm looking forward to seeing how this play out. I want to trust my guy Juan, but it's just yeah.
I don't know. I think he's in over his head. He's not prepared to be in the middle of nowhere, a father, a stepfather to 2 boys, and we don't know if they having a boy or girl. It's just a lot. It's a lot of changes.
It's a lot to deal with. Again, I don't have anything else about Juan and Jessica, but we'll see how this turns out. Do you think she's a little bit naive?
She's hella naive.
All right, I just wanted to
She's hella naive.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like to speak on people like that, but I just
because I feel like if you dating somebody and that's your man, and a woman DMs you, a woman don't DM you for the most part unless something actually happened that's inappropriate, not just like leading her on, like he said. That's BS.
You know, let's talk about these 2 lovebirds right here. Carlos and VaLentine
are bumping and grinding.
Carlentine? Is that what they?
Carlentine, yeah.
Carlentine. Shout out to Carlentine. There's just so much love in the room. Like there's a lot going on. I feel like I don't want to go there, but I feel like they're trying to like. There's a lot of intimacy taking place between them, and is it being forced upon us right now? I don't know.
I don't know, but I don't want to know. I don't need no details. Like
yeah. I feel like they try to go into details every time. Again, even in Pillow Talk, they was like, "Oh, I wonder what." I was like, "Wait a minute, are they trying to make us think about like?" Because I think that's very private. I mean, if that's what they want to share about their particular, you know, what I'm saying?
It is private, but the point of the show is to present a couple and what they're struggling with. And two people being tops is a huge relationship issue.
I guess so. Yeah.
So that would be the resolution.
Well, either way, it looks like they worked it out. That's all that matters. They're both very happy in the bed. For some reason, the conversation went from whatever they were doing to Valentine's mom coming into town.
That's a big deal because they're getting married.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was the time or place for it, but it is a big deal. He said he hasn't spoken to his mom, or he hasn't seen his mom in
about 8 years,
which is a very, very long time. Especially since I think he said that they had kind of parted ways after he came out to her, or she found out that he
was 19. That man 40 now.
She found out that he was gay, and I was just like, oh damn. I guess especially. I'm trying to do math in my head real quick.
20 years ago.
Yeah, that long ago. I figure it probably wasn't as openly acceptable, especially your parents and whatnot.
I can't speak on it, but I think at like 19 that's a grown kid at that point.
Yeah. But also for Carlos to be the first person that you're introducing your mom to, also dope.
I mean, as he should, since he's marrying him. I'm just saying. I'm just hoping that the mom comes with like, I don't know what to expect.
Mom insight?
With like positive energy, because we don't know how we know Valentine is a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to expect from his mom, and Valentine from Brooklyn. That's the other thing. That's what's throwing me off. So I don't know if his mom gonna be like super nice or she gonna be a lot and that's what I'm concerned about, because you already know Carlos got a nasty attitude and Valentine got a nasty attitude. We don't need another attitude in the mix.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Well, maybe not a nasty attitude. They just are dominant personalities.
Yeah, I'll give it. I mean, anything else about Carlos and Val? I feel like we didn't get much from them. I feel like the whole scene was just them in the bed discussing everything.
He was crying about it.
It got emotional. He used his hair as a napkin for some reason too.
Because he wouldn't get him a napkin.
That happened. But yeah, I guess we'll see more of them. I do enjoy the show, one, because it only takes us a few minutes to discuss the whole episode. But also that they're giving us different couples like here and there mixed in. So we'll see, obviously, more from Carlos and Valentine. If you have something cool to say about them or anything that you want to, please drop that in the comments to let us know. Shout out to them, though. Carlentine. Shout out to them. All right. The moment we've all been waiting for, or should we save them for last?
I don't care.
Because we went from Valentine to, we also have a Valentine now. We have a Valentine. April E. Valentine, which he's a physical... He's a trainer?
Trainer, I think. Yeah.
And she is a doctor.
And a lawyer.
And a lawyer.
She's
a doctor lawyer. She got mad letters after her name, most likely. She's a germaphobe as well, which...
I identify with extremely.
When she was cleaning up the hotel room, that was... If we had stayed in a hotel, we did stay in a hotel.
That was me yelling at you when you're traveling, like, don't let the comforter touch you. They don't wash them.
I was gonna say
every time.
If we had stayed in a hotel during like the beginning of the pandemic, that would have been jazz. And don't really blame her. Only thing that I really have beef with April about is that she was like, "Are you ready?" Like, and whipped out a thing of Lysol. He's like taking off his shirt like, oh, wait, what's about to happen? What are we doing right now? What is this? I haven't played this game before. My dad in the house anytime somebody got sick.
That's the only beef you got with her?
Yeah, that was... Wait, is there more beef to be
Yes,
had?
my beef with her is that he picked her up from the airport and she's like, I was really expecting Miami vibes and Santo Domingo is just... It's not what I'm used to. And I'm just like, read a book. You are educated.
You were expecting vibes of some other place and a place that's not that place.
I mean, it is tropical there, but come on. She just was it was giving very, very bougie, and
Very bougie.
And I'm very concerned
she's
about...
a doctor and a lawyer, though, so she's got to be
I understand that, but I was telling you, her family seems black bourgeoisie
and
as
a germaphobe.
well.
Yeah.
So my concern is he's from DR, like straight up, okay? Not Punta Cana, not a resort, none of that. So I think that the issue is going to come, like, do you remember when Danielle went to see Johan's family?
No.
Okay, so their house was like 1,100 people living in this house. And I'm pretty sure there was no running water and all of that stuff. Like, that's what I'm expecting to see when she goes to visit his family. And I hope her reaction doesn't catch the family off guard is what I'm concerned about.
We'll see about that.
Because she said she thinks that her OCD is going to kick in. And I'm like...
Oh, it will.
Oh, it definitely will.
It will.
But I hope that... I feel like she knows how to conduct herself, but I don't know if this is going to work. But I think that we didn't hear him say anything in English, but I thought he was pretty nice.
You know, I was waiting for more of them, like, talking to each other.
They can't talk to each other.
Dang.
She was just a translator.
That is going to be an issue. That is going to be an issue. But not as much of an issue
as the monkey running down the street asking for money.
Oh no, that was super random. I forgot all about that. I forgot I was gonna say about Scott and Lidia, but that was also pretty random. You've been to DR? Have you seen any monkeys running around the street asking for money?
No, I went to Punta Cana. Do not recommend.
That's not a common thing. They don't do that.
No.
They don't do that in Miami either.
Miami, they do lots of stuff in Miami.
Let's talk about them. Let's talk about Lidia and Scott. My favorite couple, of course, the only reason why I'm watching this show. I thought I had a picture of Nicole on here, but I absolutely don't. And it's looking bad for Scott. For Escott right now.
Escott.
It's looking bad for Escott. Just because somebody had pointed out, yeah, Nicole just wants to start drama, which is what she was doing all the Family Chantel, the 90 Day Fiancés, all the other...
I feel like I'm most annoyed by the fact that her and Lidia are really pushing this I don't speak English thing. Even Nicole. Because I done heard Nicole cuss out, tell off the Family Chantel in English. Plenty. So I'm like, why now? I don't know if TLC is making them push like the language barrier or if that's actually the case. Because she's been speaking English fine. Remember when she came to visit the Family Chantel and they got into that whole fight at the Thanksgiving table? Or
they wouldn't have been able to scrap and throw stuff if they couldn't understand each other.
Exactly. I'm like, y'all trying to play in our face. Thank you, babe.
That was them playing in our face.
Thank you, babe.
Just putting that out there. She gave him the
third degree.
Yes, you read my mind. Oh my goodness.
Always.
I was like, I lost it and it went into your brain.
I got you.
The third degree took place, El Degrio Tres. I don't know. Basically, she asked him a bunch of questions about his sexual history, his past, everybody he's dated. A bunch of questions that I feel like Lidia probably wanted to know the answer to already. I think
some of the questions were legitimate questions.
Some of them were. Asked. But some of them were a bit much for this being our second day.
Like what?
Meeting each other in person. And he already said, well, my kids wouldn't be meeting nobody I'm dating unless it's like 3-4 months in. Don't know how far or how many times he's gotten that far. But apparently he's only dated 3 people in the last 10 years. She said relationships. You can date without being in a relationship. It's true. 3 people in 10 years is not a lot. No, it's not. Okay, so what is the weird things that she asked that you thought was inappropriate? Just, again, literally asking, how old was this girl? Or tell me about this. Again, legitimate questions, but why? Again, nothing is sacred between Lidia and Nicole, it seems like. Apparently. But yeah, so I heard about this Colombian woman you gave $17,000. Can you mind elaborating on that? I couldn't tell if he was really sweating like that, but he was definitely he was visibly uncomfortable with the question. He handled it very well, I would say. Yeah. He handled it very well, but those questions, he just like, no, what you want to know? What did he say? How old was she?
29, I think.
Is it 29?
Yes.
The 29. Just threw that out there. I don't know if Lidia was happy about the answers. If she was satisfied. But apparently
she said that it seems like some of the answers seem like he was withholding the truth, which I agree.
Yes, definitely agree on that. It's
because they asked about how many people he's hooked up with or had sex with. Did she say in life?
I don't know, but she said
he said more than 10. I'm like, that's such a vague answer.
It is, but do you want to know exactly?
No, I don't.
That's what I'm saying. So what? Especially if he's clearly been in these streets.
Lydia did not ask her to.
That's what I'm saying. She said how many people he's dated since being married. That was where she inputted. She
started off strong. You've been single. I'm gonna give her that.
Yeah, you've been single for 10 years. How many people have you dated since then? Like 3. All right.
Those questions are okay. Why did you get a divorce from your wife? That's a real question, okay?
I guess.
I feel like a good question would have been, what's your relationship like with your kids? Like, that's a good question.
We didn't get there at all. Why
we haven't discussed, like, what his life looks like day to day.
You might be calling me dad soon, so.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I feel like his comments are inappropriate. Okay, tell me if I'm tripping, but it almost seemed like he was flirting with Nicole to me. Is that what you got? I was like, yeah, I feel like Nicole is more his speed than Lidia, is what I'm getting from this.
No further comment on that.
Okay, you plead the fifth?
I plead the fifth on that. Right, cool. But at least Lydia's getting a gift.
What is it?
We'll find out. Not $17,000. We'll see on that.
Hopefully.
Anything else to say about Lidia Iscott? Maybe?
No.
All right. Anything else we're looking forward to with these? We're going to see Matt and Anna soon. We didn't see Jordan Everton this episode.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to see the Jordan Everton thing when she finally confronts him after acting weird.
Ooh, we're going to get it. But yeah, that is all I have. Please, if you've been enjoying the show and want to talk to us some more about some Love in Paradise, please make sure that you
like, comment, and subscribe.
Of course. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. Right? But we appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching this entire time. We will see you on another episode of The Jasmyne Show. Peace.
Jasmyne and Vince.
The Jasmyne Show.